What's up, guys? This is Johnny from D-Pad Dubs, where we give you hot takes on the latest in gaming. Today we take our fourth step in the art of support, where we give you 5 tips on how to play like a top-tier Zenyatta. Oh, Zenyatta, the lovable Omnic, dedicated to restoring peace to the world of Overwatch through harmony and violent orbs of destruction. Zenyatta is a high skill cap character who navigates the dangerous competitive landscape with absolutely no mobility, a game-breaking ultimate, and crippling damage orbs. So without further ado, we give to you 5 tips on how to become a top-tier Zenyatta player. Number 1, be the first to charge your ult, always. Transcendence is one of the most devastating ultimates in the game, and it's your number 1 priority to have it before anyone else has their ult. There are some effective methods I use to ensure I've charged my ult first. Tanks are the resting place for my Harmony Orb. Tanks have the largest health pools in the game, and they take the most consistent damage. Having your Harmony Orb on a tank ensures constant ult generation. I'm not saying don't heal your DPS and supports. I am saying the fastest way to charge your ult is through your tanks. The next thing is to prioritize your fire as Zenyatta. Our job is to have ultimate when the team needs it, not to kill Widowmakers. Shoot at high percentage targets when farming ultimate. This means tanks. Spam your primary fire at range, hit high percentage targets, and get a leg up on your ult charge. Number 2, orb priority. The first thing to know about your orbs is you have 3 seconds after losing line of sight until the orb is returned. If you regain line of sight at any time during that 3-second window, the countdown is refreshed. For Harmony Orbs, my tanks get the priority, with the exception of Roadhog because he has a self-heal. It's followed by support, then DPS. These are just priorities, not the law. If your team is taking a lot of damage and there are several teammates at critical health, the other support on the team gets the Harmony Orb, then the tanks, then the DPS. Discord Orb priority is less about where to put it and more about where to not put it. Don't just discord the enemy that you're shooting. In fact, I often discord a support character while I shoot a tank character to charge my ult. Don't throw your discord consecutively. Let it sit on a target for a while. The biggest thing is pick a target and leave it. Gun to my head, I'm gonna discord high value targets like healers and tanks. The game is won and lost in the trenches. Give your tanks the advantage. Number 3, positioning. If the enemy team is playing deathball like Mei, Zarya, Brigitte, find cover at a safe range. If they are running flankers like Tracer, Reaper, Genji, play close to your tanks. Staying tight to cover can prolong the enemy flanker, giving your team the time to turn around and get the kill. Play around corners. Corners are your best friend. Not near a corner, literally snuggled up to the corner. Smart Zenyatas play around corners, pillars, and health packs. It doesn't matter if you're close to your tanks or further away at range. Always have cover. Never solely rely on shields. Shields are not your best friend. Corners are your best friend. Number 4, when to use primary and secondary fire. I almost always use my primary fire, especially at range. I typically only use charged shots for close range encounters. Zenyatas do not ever hold primary fire. We click each individual shot with purpose. When you are shooting from range, single tap your primary fire. It does significantly more damage per second firing each shot than charging a volley of shots. The fastest way to break shields is through primary fire, not charging a volley of shots. A couple examples of when I charge my shots is when I surprise the enemy with a flank at close range, or when I'm being pushed, I can duck around the corner, aka my best friend, and surprise the aggressor with a volley of shots. You really only want to use it at close range. Number 5, when to use your ultimate. Know the enemy team's ultimates and have a plan. I'll say it again, have a plan. It is most important to be proactive, not reactive. Know what the enemy ults are. Whose ults are you going to counter? Keep an eye on that character and anticipate their ultimate. If you use Transcendence to save your own life, you've done 2 things wrong. First and most importantly, you had bad positioning. Secondly, you didn't get proper value out of your Transcendence, you've just wasted your ult. You do not have to wait until you're on the verge of a team wipe to use your ultimate. Don't be afraid to occasionally use it offensively, or if your healing partner is down, you can save your tanks if they're at critical health. Lastly, the best Zenyatas make sure they have a Discord orb out before they use Transcendence. Well, there you have it, the fourth step in our ongoing series about the art of support in Overwatch, playing a top-tier Zenyatta. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel, it means a whole lot to us. And, as always, thanks for hanging out in the D-pad.